So today I'm going to try and use some of the Revolution cosmetics again. However, I'm just going to substitute some of the products that I would normally wear just to suit my skin just that little bit nicer. So I pretty much have everything set up ready to go, just a few items that aren't. However, if you saw the video I did last night, that was a full face of Makeup Revolution. The items that I'm swapping out is the concealers. I'm going to be using my lighter concealer to do highlighting. I'm going to use my Morphe concealer to do my eyes. The primer, I'm going to use my Body Shop primer, just as a difference. I'm going to use my MAC Studio just to do as a powder. I am still going to use the Revolution finishing powder to do under my eyes, because again, there's nothing wrong with that product. It's really good. I'm going to use a different palette today. I'm going to use the Revolution Reloaded. So it's got a few more colours into it, which is kind of how I am. I like my colours. I'm going to use the colour wheel again today. I was a little disappointed in the colours that it picked. Sorry, that was a mosquito. I'm not going to turn my light down like I normally would. I really need the light because I've only got one window in this room and it's frosted glass. So I'm going to use that eyeshadow palette. I'm still going to use the Roxy palette for my contour because it's just such a good palette. Both of my contour palettes have just been so good. I'm going to use my Morphe brushes again simply because I love them. They're so good. I'll try and remember to use that white highlighter that I did do under my eyebrows yesterday. However, the one that I did use the other day, the Roxy one, wow, it was just so good. I was really surprised. So I'm just going to go in with the primer, which I'm using the Body Shop Vitamin C Skin Boost Instant Smoother. It's for dull, tired, grumpy skin, which that's my skin. I have dull, tired, grumpy skin, so I'm just going to use that as my primer today. I am still getting used to using this as a primer. So I have my colour wheel up and open. I've got my palette ready to go. Ready. What I might do just for today is do the first 3 spins just so I know what I'm working with today. Just for today. So I've got to work in a glitter, so I may need to get the Soph palette. Simply because this one is specifically matte palettes. It's just all matte. So 1 glitter. Light blue. And hot pink. Interesting. Interesting. So I'm just going to grab Soph's palette down. I'll quite possibly go for either a silver or a gold colour, but out of this palette I'm going to go for this light blue and then this colour here. I've got a feeling that it'll just be a normal pink. It may not be as a hot pink, but there's not really much you can do with pinks these days. They don't really come as a hot pink. You've got to get a really good quality one to get a hot pink. So I'll probably cut this out because I've got to get my brushes ready, and then we'll get to the priming of the eye, which I'll explain, and yeah. So the primer that I use for my eye, well, it's not a primer, it's a concealer, is the Morphe concealer. It's the white one, so it's literally just colour 00. So I just put a little bit on my eye, and then I take a wet or damp little sponge and I kind of just push that all around my eye, which I may have put a little too much on, but that's okay. And then I take my fluffy brush, dip it into the white powder that is on the palette, and then I just kind of use that as a small setting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with pink on the outside, blue in the middle, and then I'm going to have the silver shimmer coming from the inside of my eye outwards into the blue. Now I'm going to go in with the colour Infinity and see how we go with that one. It is there. However, I may have to I've got to come back to the eyes at the end anyway to fix up underneath. So I may do that once I've done the foundation and everything. It's definitely there. So I'm going to move on to foundation, and we'll come back to the eyes just a bit later. I forgot to tell you what brushes I'm using again. I'll go through the brushes at the end just to let you know which ones I've used. Now I'm going to use the Revolution one again, the Conceal and Hydrate, just to give it another go, because you know I didn't really get to wear it for very long last time. It was just a, hey, I got this. I'm going to give it a go today because I am going out. Super coverage with that one, which I'm not used to. So I'm going to move on to the highlighting situation of the face. Again, that highlighter was the CoverGirl. I believe I got that in the lightest colour possible, simply because I was using that originally for my... So now I'm going to go in with the Revolution translucent powder. And just set underneath my eyes first. Now I'm going to go in with my powdered foundation, which is the Studio Mac Fix. I'm going to go in with my Morphe brush again. I'll tell you which brushes I'm using. So the only issue I'm having today is that under my eyes are really bad with crease lines. I can't really fix it, I've just got crease lines. Other than that, I've got a little bit of sweat coming through. I find with my L'Oreal Paris foundation I don't have crease lines. So maybe the hydrating one isn't the best foundation for me. However, I'm still going to use it because there's nothing really wrong with it. Yeah, the L'Oreal Paris one says it's perfectly matches skin color and texture, so whether or not that's why it's just that little bit better. I can't find if it's a full coverage or not. I mean, it says it's got hydrating care in it as well. It just doesn't say how much coverage it's got. However, that's okay. Embrace your lines, you're gonna get them. Again, I'll fix my eyes at the very end. So what I'm gonna go in with next is, I'm thinking the contour, which is the Roxy card. I'm going to use the exact same colour that I used yesterday, which is the second one in. They don't have Again, this is so hard to tell because one side is darker than the other because of my ring light. I mean, that's not too bad. That blush is the Essence one. So again, if you don't want to spend too much on your makeup, that brand is really good. It's in Australia, so I don't know if you can get it from other countries. I mean, you might. Alright, so now I'm going in with this highlighter, which is the Revolution one, which is the one I wanted to use yesterday but kind of got carried away in it. So we're going to use it today so it'll match the eyeshadow. Ooh, yes. That has a lot of pigment in it. I went a little too heavy-handed. But that's okay, because who doesn't love highlighter? I'm going to use the Soph palette again, just to try and keep it as much as Revolution as I can. I'm now going to do my eyebrows. I'm going to go with the colour Brownies, because that was the closest colour to my eyebrows, because Lake was a bit too dark, and I've gone in for a heavy block shape eyebrow there. Try and blend it out as much as I can. My eyebrows need to be redone. Very So moving on to the underbrow highlight. Alright, it is starting to get hot in here. Eyeliner, we'll move on to the eyeliner. So today I'm going to use my Kiss more natural magnetic lashes. That's the word I was looking for. Although, however, I probably should fix that. Eyeshadow up first, otherwise. Now going in with the Revolution mascara. Whilst it's hard doing under your lashes, it does a fantastic job at coating your top lashes, that's for sure. I'm going to go in for my Wonderlash ones, which are a bit more dramatic than what I wanted, but that's okay. Okay, while that dries, we'll move on to the lips. Ah, such a good day. Where'd my other lash go? Oh, it's over there. It's all good. Oh, no. That's a Wonderlash. That's a Kiss lash. Oh, no. We'll give this pencil a go. I'm going to go in with my Sopfeel lip cream because I want to go for the matte finish. And it's about the only one that I've got that I like. So it may be a fact of doing, like, you know, the dark on the light, and I'm hoping today this works. Alright, I'm gonna go in with my Morphe one, which I may need to sharpen. Yeah, the Morphe pencil liner definitely goes on a lot easier. I only have to do a light stroke for this one, whereas the Revolution one I had to put quite a bit of pressure on. Are you guys gonna work for me, or is it just not a lash kind of day? Oh, that's definitely stronger. Oh, what are you doing? Oh no, the other side does it too. That's okay. As long as they're both similar, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. Okay, I think that's everything. We've done our eyes. I've got creases everywhere. That's normal. Eyes, eyebrows, contour, blush, highlighter, and lips. Oh yes, brushes. Brushes that I used today was my Morphe M579 for the contour. I didn't actually really use that one. To do my silver inner corner was the Nikita brush N2. To do the pink part of my eye, I used the Morphe M222. To do the highlight, I used Morphe R31. To do the highlight underneath my eyebrows, I used the Morphe E11. To do my eyebrows, I used the EcoTools angled liner. To do my powder foundation, I used the Morphe M571. To do the blue part of my eyes, I used Morphe M153. Give me that. To do my blush, I used Morphe E7. Oh, and to do the underpart blue, I used the Morphe M560. To do my powder, I use just a cheap brand. The lip colour that I used was Morphe Love Bite. And I think that's everything. If I remember anything, I'll write it down below. However, this is the finished look today. Thank you, Colour Wheel, for actually picking something that I can work with. Other than that, you all have a nice day. Thanks for watching with me. Oh, thanks for watching.